Hello. Come on in. Well, it's the end of February, and I'm wearing 2 layers. This is unbelievable. And I want to finish this off today. I thought I'd talk about woodwork in general first, though, because I hope some of you are watching this thinking, goodness, if Simon can build a shed and other bits and bobs, and he's an utter fool, surely I can. Well, you can. And I hope by watching my stupid little videos you've got some kind of idea of what you do. You need a measure. Look, that's an Aldi product. Yeah, my next upgrade will be a Stanley, but I've invested in good drills. You don't need to have 2, but Bosch are just, they're just really good. Airbau's another good brand. You don't need this. You can use a handsaw to begin with, but you do need at least one reasonable drill. They sell them in Aldi and Lidl for 30 quid, and it's a good investment. If you don't have one, get one. These are drill bits for drilling pilot holes. The reason for that is that if you just ram your screw in, it can split the wood, or the wood can split later. So best practice is to drill a thinner hole than the screw is going to have. Let me demonstrate. Here's a typical deck screw I'm using, 5 centimeters, and you can see that this one's about the same diameter and this is a bit smaller, so use the smaller one and that'll be a nice snug fit. What else have I got here? A few other bits and bobs. This thing is for making a little chamfer around your pilot hole so the head of the screw fits in snugly. Good to have one of those. I forget what it's called. You're going to need a few drill bits. This is another Aldi product, but yeah, because some of the smaller screws need a small head and some of the bigger screws need a bigger head. And in general, I pick up one of these every 3 times I visit the DIY shop. Screws, a variety of sizes. It's worth thinking about what you're going to need before you do a job, which I never do, really. I always find out I don't have the right screws and end up improvising. But here, I think I'm pretty good. I've got 40mm, 50mm, 70mm, all kinds of screws. And today, I want to finish off the wood storage unit. Currently, it's got my tools on it, which is great. And down here, I want to make a good panel, unlike this, which is improvised and a bit shit, but that's fine for the job it needs to do. Down here it's got to be sturdy and structural, so I've got to build it right. And I won't rush it. It's going to come up the middle here and go all the way up to the top, thus providing some support and allowing me to separate wood. So that's what I'm doing today, and then I don't know, we'll see how time goes on that. That can't take too long, can it? I know how to do that. Later on I might use this sawhorse with the chainsaw to help me cut up some of these logs which have been sitting here since the summer, and I've got to do something with them before they start rotting and start using the store. So who knows? Cricket's on later, so I've got my radio and listen to that. Yeah, watch me go.